Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Catalina Expedition 192 FQS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration. Your campsite, your awning, leave plenty of room for that to come out. Your off campsite, your slide. Leave room for that to come in and out unhindered, preferably nothing hanging over top of it, and leave yourself a nice walking path. Also want you to think about where your water and power connections are going to be. If you're hooking up at the campsite, your water is going to be behind your tire on your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and your power is going to be in the rear corner on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook your hitch, first thing you do is level your unit. You do have a power tongue jack here with a docking light. Raise or lower the unit until you're level. If you do lose power, you do have a hand crank right there. That'll go inside here and manually bring this up and down. Speaking of power, check your battery posts when you arrive. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose. Once we've got our unit level, next thing we do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit, you have stabilizing jacks. 3/4 inch hand crank goes on there. Start cranking to the right to bring these down. Now, as I bring these down, I'm going to mention jack pads. Stabilizing jack pads are going to protect your stabilizing feet from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight and keep these from sinking in the ground. Pick up a 4-pack of those with your 10% off coupon. Run these down just until they're taut. Once you receive any type of pressure or resistance on this hand crank, you know you're down far enough. Remember, they're stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Run all four corners down, get your unit nice and stable. Once we're level and stable, we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Come around your off campsite all the way to the rear. In your storage will be your power cord. 30 amp service here. The way these new ones go on, kind of a pistol grip here, they go into the left and then twist to the right and then put on your black washer. If you need to plug in at home, there's a 30 to 110 adapter. Comes in your convenience pack. Got our power hooked up. Big long power cord. Let's hook up our water. City Water Connect. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Use this when putting water into your unit. Hook up your City Water Connect. Hook up your hose to this water pressure regulator. Don't turn our hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. Come around to your campsite. Coming to the front of your unit on your off campsite is your water heater. All we're going to do at this point is make sure our drain plug's back in. You may have left this out the last time you were camping. Go ahead and return that back in there. Plumber's tape is recommended. Get that in there nice and snug, then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. If your hose has been on for a while, go inside and open up your water taps. That's going to let the air out of the lines. Once all the air is out of the lines, you got water flowing through everything, you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater. There is an electric element down here. The only time you ever want to turn this on down here is if you're hooked up to 110. Otherwise, turn it on indoors. If your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out here and check to see if these are bubbled up. They are reset. Simply press them back in, and then your pressure release valve. Let's say you're going to go camping and you're not going to hook up to city water. You're going to use potable water. Freshwater connection right above your hot water heater. No need for a water pressure regulator or heater. Just fill this up with a hose. 2 ways to tell when it's full. 1, there's a overflow valve right here, or 2 on the inside where you check the levels of your tanks. Hold your freshwater button down, and that'll tell you when your fresh water is full. Remember, when you're using fresh or potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when you're using city water. That's already pressurized. All right, let me walk you around the rest of the unit. Your pass-through storage with all your hitch work. Again, hot water heater and freshwater connection. Below your hot water heater are going to be the low point drains. Freshwater drain and low point drains. Freshwater is going to be a blue one. Coming to the back, that's where you'll dump all of our tanks when we leave the campsite. You have an outdoor shower, a black tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our black tanks. City water connect. In your outdoor shower, the handle actually fits up high enough to take a shower. Cable and satellite hookup. Again, your power. Accessory hitch, which will fold up, and the cotter pins will go in there for travel. Unit's also prepped for a Furion backup camera. There's a ladder. Utilize it. Go up there and check the seams of your roof. Caulk as needed. Go up a couple times a year. Maintain your roof. These are access panels to the back of your fridge. In front of your unit, your awning, I haven't ran it all the way out yet. Your awning lights, you can have the party lights going or change the colors, and there's a remote inside for that. A couple of 110s out here. That is a vent for your microwave, your outdoor speakers. That's a flue for your furnace. If you run your furnace there, clear that, it'll get rather warm. Again, your pass-through storage and a solar hookup. Your propane does have a cover, and it is on a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Green means you've got gas. Your jacket bike rack. There's a video on YouTube that Lippert shows how to use this. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. So you have these solid steps. I'll show you how to fold them up when you go in. We want to show you that those are adjustable by removing this cotter pin here. Raise or lower. Coming into the unit, first thing I'd like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. To the left of that is going to be your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. So I got a ton of 15s in there, a couple 40s. Highly recommend having a handful of those out with you when you go camping. Just ahead of that, your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. And the reason I mention this 12-volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, if you're dry docking, nothing plugged in, charging your battery, use your battery disconnect located up on the tongue to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Self-explanatory microwave. We have our Nordic fridge. Turn that on and off over here. Here's your mode. AC, LP gas, or auto. You want to set it on auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, it's running off electricity. As soon as you unplug it, it's running off gas. And here you can change your temperature 1 through 9 being the coldest. To the right of that, the control panel. Here's where you check your levels, your brand new battery. Fresh, black, and gray tanks to tell when those are full. Here's where you turn on your water heater. Here's where you turn on your water pump if using potable water. Interior and exterior lighting. Here's your awning. I'm going to run that the rest of the way out. Show you how far to run that. Hit extend. So you don't want to run it out until that white bar falls down at 90 degrees. You see it will extend past that. But right there's as far as you want to run that out. Then we'll run that back in for you real quick. Shut off our party lights here. As I run that back in real quick, down below that is your slide control. We'll utilize that when closing up the unit. And our awning is in. Going into the bathroom in here, all I want to mention is this is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. You have light in here and a hand crank manual fan. Here's your thermostat. Turn your heat on. And there's your 110. Your sofa. You can jackknife down into a bed. Up here, your AC. There's a table to set up in front of here for dining. 110 here as well. Have your hand crank open vent here. Conic sound system. Turn that on. Compare it to your device for Bluetooth. Go through all these. FM. Oh, go back to FM. Optical, USB, ARC. Where is FM? FM, let's see if we get anything to come in here. So that's indoors. Shut it off indoors. Play just outdoors. Or both. A really nice sound system. And below that is your TV. Turn your Connex TV on. You have some storage down here. Into your bed.
To help anyone on
There's your TV working. We'll show you all your remotes will be in this top drawer. Those are the legs for the TV, as well as your awning light remote. Your stove here has a light and a fan. Stove glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. When you turn it on to light, it'll go from blue to red. Hit your spark and there's your flame. Same thing in the oven. Turn it to light right here. Light it down here. And then set it to the desired temperature. Turn that panel light down and it gives you an oven light. I think that about covers everything on the inside. There's your smoke alarm. Oh, I do want to mention on your TV, back here where your cable goes in, this is a little green light button. Before you run your digital channel scan, press that in and make sure that green light is on. That's going to allow you to pick up more channels. It's a digital channel enhancer. Alright, so that about covers everything in here. So what I like to do is shut off my interior lights right there. And then I can see all the individual lights that I need to go through. Oh, these are one touch. And your stove light. Now once I've got all of them off, I'll come back over here and turn on my main interior. Let's run our slide in. So doors and drawers is my motto to use. That looks like it might be the only door you have to worry about. You just don't want anything to impede your slide coming in. Yeah, it doesn't even bother that door. Got your slide in, shut off our lights, and head out of another unit. So one thing I want to mention about these solid steps, make sure your exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise, these will catch on it. Simply lift it up, set it inside, turn your handle like that. That'll lock that in. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn that handle. At this point, we can bring up all of our stabilizing jacks and unhook our cable and water. Once your water is unhooked, come to your low point drains. If we're using fresh water, potable water, we'll dump that one. If we're hooked up to city, we will dump those. Come to our hot water heater. Lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to release hot, water out of there. Once it's done, close this handle or you won't be able to close this door. And then you can pull your drain plug. Hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be behind your tire on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Hook up your 10-foot hose, pull your black handle. After that black handle has been going for a little while and it sounds like it's no longer draining, leave that black handle open, again with your water pressure regulator. Hook up the hose at the dump station to this black tank flush. Let it run for a good 5 minutes, wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Shut that off. Unhook that hose, close your black handle, and pull your gray handle. That's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks, and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. And you're going to conveniently come to your bumper, open that up, and sanitarily store your sewage hose inside your bumper. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this expedition for many years to come. Happy camping. You're going to hook up a hose here to your black tank flush, again with your water pressure regulator. Leave that black handle open, run that hose for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Unhook your hose, close your left handle, pull your right handle. That's going to be your gray tank. Clean the waters, your sinks, and your showers. If you do stay with the one hose, unhook that, come back here to gray tank number 1, sewage and outlet. Hook that up, pull our black handle. After you pull that for a while, sounds like it's no longer draining. This is for our half bath. You're gonna leave that black handle open. You're gonna come around to our campsite, and here's a black tank flush for that. Hook that up again, run hose through there, let that black tank flush work, get all that nastiness out of your black tank. Unhook that hose, close your black handle, and pull your gray handle. That's gonna be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your sewage hose out for you. Come right here to your bumper, and conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose in your bumper. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. We hope you enjoy this North Trail for many years to come. Happy camping.